Today, I just want to touch on one of the category of white wines which we are generally missing, and that is called amber wine, or in today's modern context, orange wine. Yes, it is a type of white wine. Now, what is the difference? Why is it called orange wine, and why was it called amber wine? And then why is the color different, right? So, to regular white wine, if you notice from this bottle here. Okay, so orange wine is a word coined in 2004 by a British importer who was looking at this color of wines, and he coined the word orange. And because it's very easy to understand, like apple orange, so people caught up on this. The old days, for example, in Georgia, which was most likely where it all started in this kind of style of winemaking, what happened is they used to call it amber wine due to the color, of course. Now, what is the difference in terms of wine making? Since this is a white wine, but then the color is different. Well, the difference is that in most white wine, the skin is very minimum in contact, or even almost no contact. So the grapes are just produced, and then juice flows out, and then fermentation happens. In this kind of category, amber wine, the skin is in contact with the juice, and that's where you extract all the flavor and color. And also, as oxygen comes into contact, it will change slightly, so you will get a bit more darker in the sense with oxygen contact. Now, is this a normal wine making? Yes, this is very normal wine making, and white and red wine is done this way. So white wine also in the olden days was done in the same way. It was only the color difference due to the color of the grapes. But then modern wine making technique understood how to make very refreshing, crisp, light white wines, and they had come up with the technique of separating the skins from the juice, so you get more a fresher juice, so you get a fresher style of wine. And if you wanted to add on any flavors, therefore you put it in a barrel, you oak age, or when the yeast die after converting the sugar to alcohol, people would leave the yeast over there. Is called age on the lees. Then they will stir and all that to provide this creaminess and all. Otherwise, if it's just supposed to be fresh, then they won't age on the lees, and they won't barrel age. They will just probably like a stainless steel, and then bottle it. But this comes with the skin contact, so that's the only thing. This is not like age in the barrel, etc., but only simply skin contact with the juice, and that's how the color is achieved. Now, all the flavors of any grape, red or white grapes, the flavors, everything is in the skin. The berry itself, the flesh, is mostly only comprised of basically sugar, water, and also acidity. And all the flavors that you get, you drink white wine or red wine, even the white wine that is very crisp, even the slight flavor that comes to it is coming from the skin basically. And red wine is always loss of skin contact, that's why it's deeper color, and all these flavors are coming from the skin. Now this is the same with this white wine. Now so much of flavor has been extracted from the skin, and it's all here. So just imagine the amount of flavors that you are going to get when you try wines that is called orange wine today, or in the old days, for example, in Georgia, they used to call amber wines. Now, these are the category of white wines. And then generally we call this orange just to separate the understanding that this has been skin contact during fermentation and post fermentation for a period of time, so the flavors are going to be more intense and rich, and color is different. So in order to differentiate, only the word orange or amber has been used, but otherwise this is exactly a white wine with lots of flavors, and it's bursting. Now in Italy, the Italians, for example, this is from Emilia Romagna. You can see the color is slightly different than this. If you notice, let me just put it like this. You see, so it doesn't mean the color must always be darker amber or orange. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be also just slight. And then also they do it in this is from Australia, for example. They also do in New Zealand, etc. So the color is a bit, this is a bit more orangey. Actually, when you pour into the glass, it's more obvious. So these are the kind of white wines that we are missing most likely, because when we see this on a shelf, or even when we are ordering wines, or we want to have friends, invite friends and enjoy, we actually skip this, and so much of pleasure of the grapes missing. So for example, this is using Riesling. Riesling you are familiar with. This is also blend of Riesling, Sauvignon Blanc and others. But like Sauvignon Blanc you are familiar. So this is not have to be uncommon grape. It can be any grapes. Riesling, a Sauvignon Blanc, a Chardonnay. It doesn't matter. You can use it to make this kind of wines. And then this is the Italian is using Malvasia. Malvasia is a very common grape, so they're using Malvasia here. So imagine in the afternoon you want to do gathering, you want to do lots of seafood, salads, all different kinds of food, including fish dishes, or even curries, etc. All those dishes, and you want to gather a group of you and enjoy together. You have a white wine, rosé wine, red wine. What you are missing is actually a orange wine, or let me use the old word, is called amber wine. So there you go. So don't miss out the next time.